Hello, Pio Nation. Thank you for being so patient as we were trying to get things set up for the League of Legends match. Once again, I'm Matt Williamson, and you are watching Marietta College Esports. So, the match has concluded, and I know the outcome, and I'm not going to spoil it for you guys. But we do have the game with our League of Legends team going up against Great College. So what happened was they played earlier at the same time as our Overwatch match. And it's really hard to stream both League of Legends and Overwatch at the same time. I tried to do a League of Legends and Rocket League match at the same time, and that was very chaotic. So what we did was after the match, I have the game files, so we will get this to you so that way you can watch it. That does mean, though, that we will not be doing champ selects because that was done in the client. I don't have the time for the champ select, but that means we can get to the games much faster. So let's first take a look at the roster for our League of Legends team. So in the top lane, we'll have senior Aaron Nee, MC Electro Stratiata. At the jungle, we have Kyler Wheeler, Raylick. At mid, we have sophomore Leo Wietzerkowski, Muki 12345. At AD carry, we have senior Ian Darling, Brimstone Bro. And at support, we have freshman Bethany Holstein, Maximy101. And we have our coach, Drake Newsom. So right now, the Pioneers are 2 and I'm trying to get the actual standings here, so give me a second. Not listening to standings, but where they're at currently in the conference. I believe they have 2 wins, and they're 2-2 in the GLEC. So if they take this match with Grace, they will go 3-2, which gives them a better chance to get into the playoffs. But all right, I already have the game 1 file set up. So I'm going to go ahead and get that up on here and get it started, and we'll swap over to it. So I just want to make sure that overlays and everything is good. For game 1, it looks like Grace took the blue side, and Marietta will be on the red side for this. And just want to make sure I have the audio up and running for here. There we go. It's going to be a little tricky because apparently alt tabbing here. I don't know if there's a great way to maintain alt tabbing or keep it up while I'm alt tabbed. Just because I know some things may pop up on Twitch while doing that. So let me just double check all of my settings here. There, gameplay. Check the video real quick. See if I can recap ability. I think go with border. Let's see if that will that allow me to. There we go. That's what I want. Okay, great. So I think we're ready to go here. So I'm gonna swap over to the game here, and it's kind of paused right now. And so right now, Marietta looks like. Well, let's just get the game underway here. So let everything here load. So it looks like Marietta is going to go with Volibear in the top lane, Lilia at jungle. They're going to go with Nico in mid, and then Jinx at ADC, and Leona at support. Meanwhile, Grace is going to go with Poppy in the top lane, Udyr in the jungle, Vigar in the mid, Jin at ADC, and going to go with the Nautilus at support. Now, I just got to remember to get predictions up. So if you think Marietta will take game 1 here, you can get your predictions out. But looks like we're going to see the standard 5-point setup. Nothing out of the ordinary. I forgot. Let's go ahead and we'll just hide the chat for streaming purposes. There we go. See, lots of pings coming out by Grace. Trying to see if they can spot out where Volibear will be.
Minions have spawned.
Alright, doesn't look like anything, no invades, nothing like that for this first game. It is a best of 3 series. And it looks like Raylick is going to be starting with this red buff. Both teams are going to be starting with their red buffs, actually. Alright, yeah, so while we're getting things here set up or just letting the game start, very interesting compositions going in both sides. I mean, a lot of these picks are pretty comfort picks for Marietta. Lyco has played the Volibear often. Relic is very comfortable with Lilia. Yuki's been playing a lot of Miku. We haven't seen Brimstone play a lot of Jinx lately, but he's still very comfortable with it. Jinx is pretty strong right now in the current meta. And Maximu loves Leona. Practically a one-trick at this point. Been doing very well with rank with that. We're seeing Poppy get into the gauge onto Volibear. But going to try to get the re-engage or at least back out a little bit. But yeah, just a little bit of trading go back where Volibear is going to get the engage onto the Poppy. Poppy's going to get charged, has to flash away, but it's not going to be enough if Volibear flashes, and first blood will go to Marietta. Meanwhile, we're going to see an engage in the mid lane. Vigar gets the stun on Lilia. We're going to have to watch that. Vigar is definitely one of those who can scale late game. Does take some damage. Is that going to be enough? I don't see any ignite ticks or anything, so I think he's going to get away. But meanwhile, we're seeing Brimstone going to try to get an engage in here. Oh. Yuki, I'm sorry, Maxi trying to get the engage. Actually has to flash because the ignite ticks. Gets the re-engage onto. I'm sorry, that's not Maxi. I thought it was. I'm sorry. Brimstone gets the kill onto Nautilus, and now they're gonna be. He's gonna have to dash away though. That is my bad. The problem with this particular mode is I don't see the names on top of the characters. I gotta remember that Brimstone's on the Jinx and Max is on the Leona. So Green Zoro tried to get the engage of the Nautilus, had to flash away, but ends up going down. So that's another kill for Marietta. You see Poppy gonna get the re-engage onto Lyco, but not much is gonna come out of it. Vigar is gonna looks like he's gonna have to retreat using his little gate. That's I was gonna say the thing with Vigar is that he is a late game scaler. If he's able to get that AP scaling, he's gonna be very scary. So Marietta needs to try to win this early on. If this goes to like 30 plus minutes, that's gonna be a problem for them. Alright, we do see some things going out. So I think Udyr is just going to say, I'm going down to my red jungle. So far, Marietta's doing pretty well with keeping the bot river warded. Just trying to see if there's any roaming, any gank attempts by Udyr. Looks like things have settled in for now. Cloud Drake is now up. I wouldn't expect anyone to go for Cloud Drake just yet. Although we may be seeing a possible engage in the mid lane. Udyr's going to go straight for Nico, but a great juke there, using the clone to get away. And here comes Relic onto the Poppy. And Poppy's going to go down. The Marietta's up 3 kills to 0. Almost a 2,000 gold lead for the Pioneers. Now we see more pings coming out in the mid lane, but it doesn't look like there's going to be much follow through with that. Yeah, Brimstone doing well pushing that bot lane. The O's pretty much dead even on CS compared to the Jhin. Meanwhile, Miyuki's doing a much better job on CS compared to Miller time. But you have to keep in mind that Vigar with that scaling AP can be a threat. See another engage by Poppy, although Raylick's not there to help him out, but not too much for concern. Lyco is ahead on levels, although Poppy is slightly ahead on CS. And we're seeing Maxie with the engage, and a great stun there by Brimstone. Donald's is going to try to hook away, but he's going to end up going down. Teleport's going to come out, though, for Poppy, trying to get the re-engage, and Marietta will fall back, but Lyco is there to teleport as well. Poppy's looking to use that. Well, it's not even level 6 yet, but Rygar does get the kill onto Brimstone. So it is a 1-for-1. But here comes Volibear with the ulti, the slam dunk into there, forces the Udyr to flash. Vygar's going to go down, and so will Poppy. So that's a double kill for Mewtwo. And that's going to be Cloud Drake for the Pioneers, taking a very strong lead early on. That's exactly what they need if they want to take this match. They got to get the early wins. Do not let that Vygar get powered up. And there we go. Cloud Drake is secured. But we do hear those little pings going out for Vygar. So once again, very scary. And Nautilus with the flash engage on the hook does catch Nico. Is she going to go away? And no, the shutdown will go to the Vygar. Marietta still has a nice lead on goal, but things like that could give Grace a chance to catch up. Okay, Brimstone's going to continue the push. A little behind on CS compared to Big Mike, but he does have a kill over as well. That could give him a slight advantage. And overall, they're doing pretty well pushing the lane. And we're seeing that trading going on the top lane again. Volibear being super aggressive. Alright, let's assess the situation, folks. So, we're at almost 10 minutes into the game. Pings are coming out for the Rift Herald, so Grace may be looking for that. But at the 10-minute mark, Marietta is up by about 1.5k gold, which is a pretty comfortable lead, but one team fight in Grace's favor could help them even up this game. Stratus is clearing wards. But it looks like Grace is going to be able to get the Rift Herald uncontested. And here we go, the engage onto Lilia. Jin has to flash away. Great engage by Leona as well. Jin's very low. Can Brimstone finish off? He does. And will they take down Nautilus? That's 2 kills for Marietta. So a great setup there by Raylick. And that should allow Marietta to at least get some plates onto that bottom turret. See, Vygar is looking to roam around. But I don't think too much should come out of it. I mean, Mountain Drake's not up for about a minute 20. But Marietta is expanding their gold lead, which is what they need. We may be seeing another gank attempt in the mid lane, although Udyr is there to help with Veigar. And it looks like Green Zoro is going to be getting some deep vision into Marietta's jungle, which definitely is going to help them out. So if Rayleigh were to rotate around there or go after the Gromp, it will get spotted out, and that would let their bot lane know when they need to back out. So great job there, just be able to help with the vision, or at least feels. But Max, he's going to be like, no, you can't have that ward there. Alright, we're 13 minutes into the game, and Marietta still has a pretty sizable lead, almost a 3,000 gold lead. And the differences there are on the kills. Rip Herald is getting summoned into the mid lane, so that may give Grace the push that you need. As far as CS differentials, I mean, we do see that Relic and Muki are ahead in CS compared to their counterparts, so that definitely helps. I think of a lot of it is on the kills that Marietta has been able to secure. But now Mountain Drake is up, so this is where Marietta is going to start rotating in and getting ready for a possible fight. Just getting that Mountain Drake buff would be nice. So Poppy's going to get Angel onto Volley Bear. Gonna have to be a little careful there. Don't want to be too aggressive on the tower, especially since Rayleigh is nowhere nearby. In fact, Rayleigh and Muki are working on the Mountain Drake, and with no vision around there, they should be able to secure it without any issues. In fact, there it is. Marietta gets the Mountain Drake. It looks like we're gonna get Infernal Drakes for the remainder of this game, folks. That's what you want to see. You want to see that extra damage. You want big numbers when you're dealing damage. And Brimstone's able to push the lane a little bit. A little bit more training going on, but here comes Rayleigh. Gonna put some poke out and a huge ult and a flash. Disengage, but Udyr is coming back, maybe looking for a possible re-engage. Veigar's over there too. And Teleport's going to be coming in. Flashes are going left and right. Ulti comes out by Lily to put two to sleep. Poppy's going to go down by Rayleigh. And meanwhile, Brimstone's going to fall in the bot lane. Now they're going to get the engage onto Leona. And this should be a kill for Grace. So it ended up being a 2-for-1 across the map going into Grace's favor. And that's going to cut down the gold difference a little bit. So now it's about a 2k gold lead in favor of Marietta. It's little things like that that could allow Grace to get back to the game. And with that kill, Grace was able to secure the first tower, so that's even more bonus gold. So now that gold lead is down to 1,000. This is exactly what Grace wants to see. Getting these little plays here, and it turns into big rewards. Everyone's just kind of backing out, and it seems like Udyr or Nautilus may be going straight over for the Rift Herald. It is up. Yeah. And even Poppy is over there. Once again, Marietta does not have any vision around it. Although Leona's going to check. Gets hooked! And going to get stunned in the process. Just going to get popped there. Face checking the brush. You don't want to do that. And that's going to be a free Rift Herald for Grace. And it just helps close that gold difference even further. Now most of Grace is heading towards the mid lane, possibly looking to use that Rift Herald to push that mid tower. They may not even need the Rift Herald for this tower. Yeah, they don't even use it. They're gonna catch Miyuki, has to pop her ulti to survive, but does not survive. Now we're seeing that power of a very scary Vigar. Polar Bear may have been looking to try to engage, flank from behind, but a huge ulti by the Poppy will knock him away. And that's another tower for Grace, so now they're up on towers. Rayleigh's getting caught. Brimstone's going to try to get some damage to the backline, but here comes Volibear and Leona. A good stun on top of the gate, though. Tons of damage going left and right. Flashes are coming out. Curtain Call's going to come out for Jin. Brimstone does take out the Poppy, but 2 are down for Marietta. Although Brimstone is able to even it up, but he's going to get stunned, taken down himself. So that's a 3 for 2 so far in favor of Grace. But with that said, Grace is going to have to retreat because even though they won the fight, they are pretty low in health and going to have to lick their wounds. And this may actually give Marietta a chance to go for the Infernal Drake. They're going to try to sneak this, and this is risky. Vigar has just popped Teleport, and they're going to be going straight for the Dragon, but Marietta might be able to get this. Smite is up. And Marietta does take the Infernal Drake, and they got to get out of there. So despite the fact that Marietta lost the team fight, they were able to secure the Infernal Drake. Alright folks, we're at the 20-minute mark, and it's not just even, but Grace has actually taken the lead. So despite the fact that Marietta has 3 Cloud Drake buffs, a lot of it comes down to, looks like, just 3 towers to 1. If we look at the actual gold differentials, we're seeing Vigar has 5 kills at 7,500 gold, 1,500 gold over Miyuki. We see that Jin has over about 500 gold ahead of Brimstone. Just that slight CS lead and the extra assists. We do see though that Lyco and Rayleigh are ahead of CS versus their counterparts. But yeah, we're just seeing things pile up. In fact, I want to take a look at Vigar's ability power. So he's at 310 AP. So he's going to start getting very scary. So Mary's going to have to find a way to keep him in check. Like I said, Marietta's behind now. Lyco did get a tower, so that is going to help with Marietta's gold difference. But Mary's going to get the engage onto Vigar, gets a shutdown. That's exactly what they need. But Jin's going to get a shutdown onto Lilia, so it's a 1-for-1 right now. Nico's going to pop the ulti. Leona's going to get stunned. So Jin gets the double kill. Jinx is going to have to try to retreat. And Jin's going to get the triple kill. So while Vigar is a major threat and Marietta was able to shut him down, Jin is just as big of a threat and gets 3 kills. Evens up the kill count, and now Grace is ahead by about 600-700 gold. And it looks like Grace is eyeing that Baron, which I'd be surprised if they go for, especially now that everyone's respawned. I think maybe they said they're just going to rotate to the top lane and try to get that tower down. Meanwhile, Marietta is trying to get vision control around the Baron. Maybe looking to catch the Poppy. And a huge ulti by Volibear is going to get knocked back though. And another ult connects by Brimstone. It's enough to finish off the Poppy. And Jin is sleeping thanks to Rayleigh's ulti. And that's going to force Grace to retreat. Marietta's trying to finish off the Jin. They're going to catch the Nautilus, and they do end up catching the Jin. Lyco will pay for it though, but it is a 3-for-1 in favor of Marietta, and they're going to go straight for the Baron. Yeah, there's just not much that Grace can do for this. We do see Udyr and Veigar kind of split pushing in the bot lane, and they should be able to secure that tower. So Grace will continue their tower lead, which will help them with staying in this gold differential. Marietta does take the gold lead with those kills in the Baron, but now we're only dealing about 1,000 gold difference, maybe 1,100. Now Infernal Drake's going to be up in 50 seconds. So I would think that both teams are going to want to get things set up for that Drake. The real question is, can Marietta capitalize on this Baron buff? They got the Baron, so they should be using it to try to push lanes, at least 2 of the lanes. So it seems like Marietta is trying to take control of mid and bot lanes, which is going to be a challenge because their towers are down in those lanes. We're going to see a team fight here. Curtain Call is going to be coming out. Volibear is going to get stunned, but he's trying to tank things like a boss. Poppy's trying to get in the back line. Jinx is very low in health, but Volibear is going to get the re-engage, pops the ulti onto the Poppy, and Poppy gets popped. That's exactly what Marietta needs. Brimstone is going to have to back away, though, but Marietta is going to try to engage onto the Infernal Drake. They do get... Yeah, they catch the Nautilus, who's very low in health, so it's going to be hard for him to engage onto the team. Veigar's looking for poke damage. He's looking to try to expand his AP. He's right now at 368 AP, and we're going to see a double catch there by Marietta, catching both. Catch the Nautilus. Udyr's going to get very low. He's going to go down, and now they're going to be chasing the Jin. Jin will take out Miyuki, though. Jin may be looking for a possible re-engage, but it's just him. But here comes the Veigar, catches Leona, gets rooted, slowed, getting poked down, and it's going to get ulted by Veigar. And Marietta will secure the Infernal Drake, but they got to get out of there. Both Veigar and Jin there. Nice root there. Gets it very low. Not enough to finish off the Veigar, but at least enough to get the disengage. And Brimstone pops the rocket, hoping to catch Veigar, whiffs, but you gotta shoot your shot. At this point, 26 minutes in the game, Marietta is up by almost 2,000 gold, so slightly expand the lead. But they do have 2 Infernal Drake buffs and 2 War Dragon buffs. So Elder Drake's going to be up in about 5 minutes. Valeria will group up and try to push the mid lane. They need to get more towers, and I think this is going to be their chance. Yeah, Nautilus is going to back away, concede the tower. Now Marietta will back away. See what they go for next. Maybe rotating over to top lane, or at least get some Baron control. It's not up for another 2 minutes, but they can at least get some vision set up. Lots of things coming out around the top river. Maybe looking for a possible pick. But it doesn't look like Grace is going to be buying it. Meanwhile, Vigar is going to be in the bot lane just free pushing. He's trying to farm, scale up that AP. Let's take a look at what his AP is right now. He's at 400 AP, folks. That's a very scary Vigar. And we're going to see a catch by Marietta. They will catch the Poppy. And Nuki will finish him off. And that might be Marietta's chance to try to push into the lane. Now that one of Grace's tanks is down. They're going to be pushing into that mid-inner tower. They should be able to take it. Now they're going to have to back away a little bit, because the minions are just about done. Looks like Lyco's going to be going. Pops the ulti onto Jin. Jin has to flash away. Gets the stun onto Nautilus. Nautilus has to flash away as well. And they're going to take down the Nautilus. So that's one down. Udyr's got to retreat because he's already about a quarter health. Marietta will secure the inhibitor tower. And Udyr actually has to flash himself. And that should also be an inhibitor. And that's going to be Marietta's chance to back up. Meanwhile, Vigar is still continuing to push that bot lane. Going to be trying to secure the inhibitor tower there. Vigo does back out though. So while the tower falls, Marietta should be able to keep the inhibitor from going down. Now it looks like the rest of Marietta is just waiting over at the brush. Trying to see if Grace heads for the Baron. Because they have to think they must be going for Baron. Poppy's going to get... Curtain Call's coming out. They're going to leap right onto the Poppy. Gets deleted. And that's going to be Marietta's chance to go for the Baron. At least rotate around, but yeah, they are going to start this up. It's going to be hard for Grace to contest it at this point. And Marietta does secure the Baron. So they're going to back up, buy some stuff. Using the super minions that's been pushing the mid lane, see if they can close out this game. We're at the 30-minute mark, and Marietta is up by almost 4,000 gold. So can they finish this game, folks? Guess we'll find out soon. The odds are in their favor. But looks like Marietta may be trying to eye the Elder Drake. So they're not going to try to win the game just yet. They're going to set a vision around Elder Drake because, you know, Elder Drake plus Baron buff. If you can't do something with Baron buff and Elder Drake, I don't know at this point. You see the pings coming out. Grace is trying to go over to the Elder Drake and South Vision. Marietta is actually going to rotate around. They're going to use the Baron buff to put some pressure onto that bot lane, because Elder Drake's still down up for 35 seconds, so why hover around when they can just try to take another tower? And meanwhile, Grace is going to get spotted out. Poppy's going to take some damage, going to get rooted, and it ends up going down. Brimstone popping the ulti there. That rocket does some nasty damage, folks. And Mary's going to continue pushing. Death Charge does come out for Nautilus, but it's just only going to slow down Marietta a little bit. Curtain Call's going to be coming out. Gets the catch onto Leona. Has to flash away. Meanwhile, Brimstone does take out the Nautilus. Falling Bear split pushing in the top lane. Takes out the tower there. Marietta gets another inhibitor tower. Vigar's going to have to pop Zonya's Hourglass to stay alive, but I don't think it's going to work. Yeah, it just delayed the inevitable there. Marietta's going to take the second inhibitor. And this might be enough to close out the game because they don't necessarily need Elder Drake. but they may go for it anyway. 2 inhibitors are down. Lyco, meanwhile, is going to be working on that 3rd inhibitor by himself using Baron Power and minions. He's going to get it to a little less than half, and Marietta's going to go for the Infernal Drake with what little bit they have left in that Baron buff. So at this point, Marietta's got Elder Drake. Baron buff is up for just a little bit longer, but not much. But at this point, Marietta should be able to find a way to close out. Super minions are coming in 2 different lanes. But yeah, not much that Grace can do. They're going to have to fall back. But yeah, with Elder Drake active, Mariatta's going to be doing some very scary damage. And they're now up by over 8,000 gold. So this may be final fight, folks. Can Marietta close this out? They're going to get the slow on the Poppy. Trying to Poppy ulti, knocks away Volibear. Death Shark's going to come out to knock Brimstone. He's going to use his own stuff. Actually, I'm sorry, that's Nico. And Brimstone there with a triple kill with the Quadra. But he's going to get shut down and denied the pentakill. Jin does get a shutdown onto Nico as well, so that's 2 shutdowns, but he's the only one that's left. Alti's going to come out trying to catch Jin, flashes away from it. 1 Nexus Tower is down. And Jin's going to get caught, and there's the ace. And the 2nd Nexus Tower is going to fall. Oh, I know Brimstone really wanted that Penta, but does not get it. But Marietta will take the game in a very strong performance. So, alright folks, that is game 1 of this best of 3 series. So yeah, just overall strong performance there. Brimstone popping it off at 12, 5, and 7. Just doing some massive damage all around. Rarely finishing at 7, 2, and 16. So great setups there by him. Lyco finishing 4, 2, 10. Yuki with 5, 3, 10. And Maxi at 1, 5, 18. But all right, folks. So the good news with having all these recordings is we don't have to take a break. We don't have to go into Champ Select and wait even longer. So I'm going to go ahead and get Game 2 loaded up here real quick. So give me a second as I get this all set up. And then we're going to go straight into Game 2. And while the game is loading, we'll go over sides and picks and who's doing what. And we'll see if if Grace makes any adjustments in their composition this time. So let me get everything here set up. But all right, it looks like we're good to go. Same sides as before. And let me get audio up and running. There we go. So we're straight into game 2, folks. I'll get the predictions up once the stream delay is good. So you should be getting your predictions out. If Marietta will close this out 2-0, or will Grace take this to game 3? All right, so let's take a look at compositions here. So Marietta's on the red side. Lyco's this time going to go with the Renekton. Relic staying on the Lilia. Yuki's bringing out the Zoe this time. Brimstone's going to go with his comfort pick Ezreal. And Maximu is going to go with the Janna. So very interesting choices there. Meanwhile, Grace is going to bring out the Scion in the top lane, trying to bring up a beefier tank than the Poppy. At jungle, they're going to go with the Skarner. Miller Time is going to stay with that Vigard mid. Didn't really get to where he wanted to be. Still very scary, but Mary did a pretty good job shutting him down in game 1. We're going to see the Xayah coming out for ADC instead of the Jhin. And we're going to get a Rel in support instead of the Nautilus. But, alright folks, so we'll see how this goes. A lot of pinging going on in the bottom river. But it doesn't look like anything's going to be caught there. Everyone's starting on the red side buffs like before. But yeah. The one thing that I will give grace with this is they do have, like, a Scion can be a pretty scary front line. Be able to charge in, knock everyone up. And so if they can keep Marietta locked down, which maybe is a strategy they're looking for, especially with the Skarner ulti, then they're going to be able to maybe get some kills. But we'll see how things go. Marietta seems to be going with some comfort picks here. Just trying to get things here set up, folks, so give me a second here. There we go. But, all right, we see some training going on in the top lane. And right now, Grace is pulling up a slight lead just because of CS differential. They're seeing that the Vigar is going to be able to poke down the Zoe a little bit more, which is interesting since Zoe has more mobility and being able to do even more poke, but it is what it is. And interesting that Brimstone's actually going to start with the tier, because we'd be seeing a blue Ezreal build here. But yeah, some flashes have already been burned in the bot lane. Ezreal had to burn the flash, and Rel burned the flash for the engage. So that could make things very interesting later on. We're seeing Sion already less than half health. And it looks like Lily is going to be trying to get the engage. Going to try to catch Vigar. Does not end up burning any summoners. But it's going to get asleep. So, great play there by Lily. Is that going to be able to finish off? And I don't know. Skarner is going to be up there too. And it looks like Vigar is going to get away. So nothing much was actually burned from that. A little bit of poke going out there from Yuki. Yeah, looks like things have settled down just a little bit. Although Zoe's gonna get caught in the gate, but nothing bad's gonna happen. But you gotta respect the gate though, because like, if you get caught in that gate and Vigar just does free damage to you, that's bad news. We're seeing some damage going out there. Saya, very low in health, doesn't really have any mana either, so there's not a whole lot that he can do. And Lyco does catch Sion a little bit right before that teleport, the back comes off. And that's just going to delay him a little bit. In fact, he's not even going to back out anymore because he's getting pushed. Okay, it looks like Grace is trying to start up the Ocean Drake, but Marietta is there to try to contest. Maybe looking for a possible flank. Teleport's going to be coming in for Lyco, getting Xayah down to half health. And Marietta has to rotate around there. The Tornado comes out but doesn't catch anyone. Rel's going to be taken out, and First Blood will go to Marietta, taking out Rel and Xayah. Double flashes have to be used by Grace to get away from that, and Marietta should be able to secure the Ocean Drake. And Vygar's going to get caught, taken down by Brimstone. So a very good lead, just like what we saw in Game 1, taking almost ahead by a little over 2,000 gold, almost 3,000 actually. Actually, they don't get the Ocean Drake. They decide to back out. Most of Grace is already there, but they don't want to risk it. Miyuki will use her teleport to get back into lane very quickly, and it looks like Grace may be eyeing that Ocean Drake. Yeah, Grace is going to go straight for it, and I don't think there's anything Marietta can do about it. So while Marietta won the team fight, they lost too many people, and there's just nothing they could do. Maxi had to flash away out of the gate just to not get picked off there. Okay, we are seeing some pinks coming out in the bot lane. Grace may be looking for a possible pick. Alright, let's take a look at what's going on. At 10 minutes, Marietta is up by 1.7k gold. And right now, it just comes down to the kills that Marietta's gotten. If we look at CS differential, we're seeing that Lyco has a huge, well, not a huge, but a decent lead over Mission in the top lane. Raylick is doing well in the jungle compared to Yak Whisperer. We are seeing that Miller time is actually ahead over Miyuki. And that could play a factor later on. And Big Mike just only like 1 or 2 CS ahead, so they're pretty much even there. And we may be seeing a possible dive in the bot lane. Cyan's going to get chunked down a little bit. But no, we're not going to see the dive, never mind. Red's going to back away. Alright, Infernal Drake's going to be up in about 2 minutes, so not much going on around there. We do see some vision control going around. And somewhere along the way, Grace did secure the first Rift Herald. They haven't used it yet, but they have been able to take it. So we'll see where they use that to push one of the lanes. Skarner is by the bot lane. Maybe the ward is going to catch him out. I don't know if they're going to look to try to rotate around and re-engage. Okay, we're seeing maybe a possible attempt onto Vigar, very low on mana, but doesn't look like they're going to be able to catch him. But now Infernal Drake's going to be up in 20 seconds. So we're going to start seeing everyone converging over there. Skarner is going to end up sleeping thanks to Lilia's ulti. And we're seeing the Rel ulti coming out for Grace. Marietta does take down Skarner. And Rel's going to have to flash away. Still alive. But now it's a 1-for-1 trade there between Lily and Rel. And Zoe's going to take it down. Meanwhile, Xayah pops the ulti. He's going to try to find something, but it's a 2-for-1 so far in favor of Marietta. Zoe's going to pop the flash, take down Xayah. And a huge play there by Miyuki, getting him falling asleep, and then uses the little ball thingy. So that was basically a 4-for-1 in favor of Marietta. Riftail does get summoned to try to put some pressure in the mid lane. So Marietta is not going to be able to take on the Infernal Drake, but a huge win on that team fight for sure. That's going to expand their lead by almost 3,000 gold. Meanwhile, Maiko's going to be putting some damage onto that tower. And then we see there that Big Mike was able to get the catch onto Brimstone, gets the shutdown, and that's going to help close down the gold lead a little bit. And meanwhile, Grace is able to secure the Infernal Drake. With Brimstone going down, there wasn't much Marietta could do to contest it. And so right now, Grace has two Drake buffs. They are going to try to get some damage onto the Skarner or the Rel, but not going to get much out of it. That's going to give Grace a chance to get back in the game. In fact, I want to take a look at Vigar's AP again. But now it's at a 170 in this game. I was talking before in game 1 that if you get a very AP heavy Vigar, you can start one-shotting people. So we're going to see Marietta rotate over to the top lane, possibly. Maybe looking to get a dive onto the Sion. No, never mind. They're going to be going into the blue jungle a little bit, but everyone's getting pinged out. And this may be Grace's opportunity to try to get an engage on Marietta. But now we're going to see everyone jump onto the Sion. He's already used his charge. But here comes the rest of Grace. They are looking for a fight. Marietta is going to rotate around the Riptail pit, but Grace is going to go straight for the Riptail, and Marietta's going to let it go. Brimstone is not in... No. Yeah, I don't think there's much Marietta can do. It's a 4v5. Brimstone is split pushing in the bot lane. And Grace will secure the Rift Herald, but everyone else is going all in onto Grace. One has gone down for Marietta, two has gone down, so it's a 2 for nothing plus Rift Herald. Brimstone is able to secure the bot tower, but Rayleigh is up in the top lane all by himself. He's got to get out of there. And some huge damage there by Yuki. And going to use the Ignite Ticks, and that's enough to finish him off. But with all that said, Grace has closed the gold gap to just a little over 1,000 gold. But Mary's going to look to try to widen that gold lead, see if they can take down this mid tower. That would open up things for us, and they do secure that. I've seen Lily and Lyko trying to get onto the side, but now they're gonna. Sion's gonna have to retreat, and Mary will secure the tower. Now they're ahead on towers and kills. That's about a 13. Well, actually more than that. Now it's about a 2,300 gold difference. Rell's gonna get poked a little bit by Ezreal. Okay, everyone's going to be backing out. Mountain Drake's going to be up in about 50 seconds. And we're going to see the Skarner all coming, and it's going to catch Rayleigh. He's going to get taken down, and that's going to be Grace's chance. It's going to teleport's coming in from behind, and Renekton's trying to dash away. I think he was hoping that the flank would have worked, but yeah, Rift Herald is going to get summoned now, giving Grace a chance to push onto the mid tower, and that's going to allow them to go straight for this Mountain Drake, and that's going to be their third Drake buff, and there might not be much Marietta can do to contest it with one of their people down. So over 20 minutes into the game, Marietta is still up by about 1,900 gold. So far, it is still in Marietta's favor, but Grace has 3 Drake buffs, so that could play a factor. We're starting to see some of the CS leads come into play. Big Mike is going to be a considerable threat. We'll have to see how the Vigar plays a role later on. So it's not over yet, though. It's still a very close game that can go either way. We do see some things going by the river. We see Grace is doing pretty well with their vision. They have All of bottom side river warded. See Zoe trying to catch the Skarner. Lily is trying to get some poke damage in the mid lane. Not much going to be follow up though. Caution pings are coming out. They know where Marietta is. Yeah, right now they're just kind of clearing vision, pushing waves. A lot of stalling is what's going on here. You gotta be careful with that, because when you stall, that gives the other team a chance to kind of get back in the game, because it just allows them to free farm. We're not seeing any plays being made. We're not seeing objectives being taken. You see Skarner is looking to do just get some vision over by the Baron pit. But I don't see any plan of like what should be the objective, what should we be rotating on, what should we be focusing on. I don't see any of that going on here. Everyone's just kind of free farming instead of trying to take any objectives. To be fair, the main objectives right now would be Mountain Drake in 2 minutes. Baron is out, which is too early to go for. And there really isn't any lane being pushed to take any of the inner towers. Grace still wants to take out that mid lane, to take out the outer mid tower to open up the map for them. And they are starting to converge over there, and that might be what they're going for next. So Marietta needs to be able to respond to this. They are doing a 1-3-1 push, but the problem is Lyco can't get into the lane. He can't teleport in, and Brimstone, he's not going to be able to get there in time either. So if most of Grace is there, which is everyone but Vigar, who does have his teleport, we may see a possible engage by Grace into that mid lane, and Marietta won't have the numbers to respond. Caution things are coming out. Grace is wondering if they could be getting flanked from the side. They know that Lyco has done that a couple of times. Now we're seeing Vigar being able to get some free farming. And everyone's converging over the Mountain Drake. It's not up for less than a minute, but they do want control of this. They want that fourth buff. And they're looking to get the engage onto Rel, but nothing's going to quite connect. Alright, Marietta is grouped up. And that Mountain Drake's going to be up in 20 seconds. They're going to try to push the waves a little bit in the mid. Not going to get much of it. Flags are going all over the place. Tornado comes out, doesn't catch anything. Meanwhile, Vigar is going to be setting things up in the Mountain Drake is out there, and Marietta is first to be there. But they will back away, looking for a possible pick. They do have a lot of hope. So the Ezreal coming out, and it does catch, and also slept on the Rel, but so 2 from Grace are very low in health, and Marietta's going to start up a little bit on the Mountain Drake, dragging him out of the pit. And Marietta does secure the Mountain Drake. So we're at 26 minutes. Marietta is up by just a little less than 2,000 gold. So this is still a pretty tight game. And Grace is going to use this as a chance to go for the Baron. Very gutsy call. They wait for Marietta to retreat and they go, look, we're going to start the Baron. Marietta has to be aware of this. They do have a ward down. and maybe looking for a possible engage. A nice tornado is going to catch, but Rel's going to flash in. Skarner's very low on health, looking to get that pick. Does not be able to use the ulti though. Tornado's going to come out. And Zoe's going to get stunned, but nothing's going to connect. Very low on mana. Ezreal is there in position. So Marietta was able to drive off. And Ezreal ult's going to come out. Skarner very low in health. Has to back away. And now Marietta's going to start up the Baron. It is taking a little while, though, to take down that Baron. Meanwhile, Zaya and Vigar do get that mid tower finally, 27.5 minutes into the game. Marietta does take the Baron. And now they're going to back out, and let's see if they're able to utilize this Baron buff. Now the question is, can Marietta utilize this Baron buff? Things are coming out for Grace. And Marietta's going to try to get the jump onto Rel. Gets very low in health. Does end up going down. Sion's going to have to flash to get out. He's actually going to get slept by Lilia's ult. He's going to end up falling, so that's 2 down already for Grace. Now they're going to use the Baron buff to just take down this mid-inner tower. And they should be able to get the inhibitor tower with this. And with the Baron powering minions, they may be looking for the inhibitor. But now we're going to see the re-engage possibly by Grace. But doesn't look like they're able to take anything down. And Marion is going to take that inhibitor. So Marietta taking a strong lead there. Up by about 3.6k gold. Almost 30 minutes into this game. But let's take a look at something, folks. What is Vigar's AP? At 347. Going to start getting pretty strong here. Yeah, Marietta will secure that Mountain Drake, and they're up by a considerable amount of gold. Yeah, so far at this point, Marietta's just taking a very strong lead here. Yeah, Marietta's just going to be pushing. Yeah, just still expanding that lead. I'm trying to use the super minions to push through. And Vigar's gonna get popped there by Brimstone. We're seeing Sion's gonna get picked up, not really picked off, but poked a little bit, forcing Grace to retreat. But now we're seeing Grace getting to re-engage, getting a pick onto Rayleigh. Renekton's trying to go in and get some bunch of damage. And actually take down 2. So it's a double kill for Big Mike. But this game is not over, folks. Grace is still trying to hang on into the game. Vigar, meanwhile, is going to be pushing in that mid lane. Teleport's coming in. Meanwhile, Mountain Drake's going to be up in about 20 seconds, and Marietta is working on getting the vision cleared up and set up for another possible team fight there. Looks like Sion's going to catch 2 with his ulti, get a double knockup, and the rest of Grace is moving in. A shutdown comes down for Sion, getting a double kill. Getting 3 down. That's a triple kill for Big Mike. And be looking to try to catch Ezreal. That was a huge play there by Sion to get the charge and the knockup. Lillian tries to make a play. It actually steals the Mountain Drake. He goes in, flashes, and Smite steals it. But here comes Grace. They're not happy with that. They're going to try to catch Ezreal. He's going to get shut down, so that's a 4-for-1, and they're going to be able to take Baron. I don't think Rayleigh can flash smite that one. Meanwhile, Vigar is going to try to catch Rayleigh. Does leap over the gate. But there's not much Rayleigh can do. He's stuck in the gate. It's going to take some damage and gets picked off by Vigar with the ulti. But we're at 37 minutes into this game, folks. My goodness, this is a long one. But Grace now has the Baron, and they now have the gold lead. Just like that, be able to get a triple kill by Big Mike. Was able to set up a Baron, they'll take the Baron buff, and now they're ahead. Yeah, so the thing is, can Grace utilize the Baron buff? But now with the gold lead, that can get very scary, especially with how well Big Mike's moving at 9-2-2. So we've been talking about the Vygar, who at this point has 776 AP, might I add. So I mean, his Q alone, yeah, 706 damage there. His ulti, yeah, 1,000 damage from his W. His ulti is going to be doing a ton of damage. Almost 3,000 damage. That's practically enough to delete someone. So now Grace is going to be rotating to the top lane. So they're going to capture that tower. And it's going to force Marietta to retreat. Trying to take out that Baron-empowered Canyon minion. Not having a whole lot of luck. Now they got him. But here comes another Canyon minion. And Grace will rotate around. The Relic is going to get caught. Has to pop Zanya's. But he's going to get pulled in by Skarner, and it's going to get taken out. And that's going to be Grace's chance to push the mid lane. Although their lane is already pushed. So they got to, like, fall back. Sion's going to get the engage again, and that's another one down. Max is going to fall, so that's 2 down for the Pioneers. And at this point, at 40 minutes in the game, death timers are so long, that may be enough for Grace to actually finish this game. So the inhibitor's going down. They're going straight for the Nexus towers. Harry is trying to put some damage about. The first Nexus tower has already fallen. And it looks like Grace is going to back away. Many of them are at half health or less. And they're going to go straight for the Mountain Drake, which is up in 30 seconds. They're trying to poke down the Sion. But that gate's going to zone Marietta out. Looking for a possible pick there. Sion ulti is ready to go. Marietta's looking to try to get a stop on this Mountain Drake. But here comes the ulti from the Sion. Doesn't connect with anyone. Going to get a small stun, but nothing to follow up with it. We're going to see the Feather coming out. Damage going left and right. Lyco's in the back lane, but Militime does take down Maxi, and Lyco's going to fall down the back lane. Although Zoe is able to take down the Vygar, so it's a 2-for-1 though in favor of Grace. Grace will start up the Mountain Drake though, and Marietta's going to be looking to try to get some poke down. And Rayleigh steals the Mountain Drake again. It may cost him his life though. He's going to end up going down. So that's 3 down for Marietta. Grace is going to rotate around to the bot lane. Actually, no, never mind. They're going to go straight for the mid lane. They want to finish this game. It's just Ezreal and Zoe. That's all that's left up. Brimstone's going to pop the ulti. Here comes Maxi. The charge is going to come out for Sion. It's just going to go straight to the tower. That Nexus tower has fallen. Here comes Renekton, going to try to make a play to stop Xayah. Gets the shutdown, but Sion and Skarner are working on the Nexus. Marietta's trying to take them down one by another, but Sion's passive might be enough to finish it off. He ends up falling, and Nexus is down to about 10%, and the minions will finish it off, and Grace will take game 2. So just like that, like overall Marietta was winning the game, but it really kind of changed direction during that second to last Mountain Drake fight with that triple kill by Big Mike. So yeah, so with that, it's tied up 1 game apiece. So that means, folks, we got a game 3. And I'm going to have to get this set up real quickly because we got another match in about an hour. So if we're going to go over this third game, I'm going to get this loaded right away. So, oh man, folks, we got a third game here going for you. So let me get this loaded up and started. And then once it's ready, we will get this to you. So no downtime at all with this. So, all right, looks like this time Marietta is going to be on the blue side. So let's get game 3 underway here. We'll get those predictions out. This is it. Whoever wins, wins the series. So do you think Marietta can come back and make adjustments, or will Grace use the momentum they got from game 2 to take it away? All right, so let's look at compositions here. So for Marietta on the blue side, Lyco is going to stick with the Renekton. I mean, he's an OP champion, but didn't have as much luck in the last game. Rayla's going to keep with the Lilia, feeling very comfortable with it. This time, Yuki gets the Seraphine instead of the Zoe or the Nico. Brimstone's going to bring out the Varus for this game. And then Maxi is going to stick with the Leona. I'm not so sure that Janna really had a whole lot with it. I mean, a couple little tornado stuff here and there, but I don't think they got as much value compared to how much value they got from Leona in game 1. Meanwhile, we're seeing an almost identical composition from what Grace had in game 2. Sion's in the top lane. Skarner's going to be the jungle. We're going to see that Vygar again in the mid. This time, though, Big Mike's going to bring the Misfortune instead of Xayah. I'm going to guess that Xayah was banned. And then Rel is going to be back at support. All right, folks, we see everyone starting this time the right side of the jungle. So Marietta will take the red buff. Meanwhile, Skarner wants that blue buff from the get-go. Okay, just simple early game farming, not a whole lot here going on. Now we're seeing Leona and Varus getting stunned there, and the heal has been popped by Brimstone, but Rayleigh is there to get the re-engage. First blood will go to Grace, but Rayleigh's going to take down Misfortune, maybe looking for a second kill if they can take down the Rel. Very low in health, and Rayleigh does get the double kill. Takes 2 turret hits and almost goes down himself, but is able to survive. I see some trading going on in the top lane. Alright, we're 4 minutes into the game. Not a whole lot going on. I mean, Marietta does have a small goal lead, but that's just because of the extra kill. But we're seeing overall CS-wise, the slight advantages with Grace, especially in the mid and bot lanes. But we are going to see some engage going on here in the river. Skarner's going to get poked down, has to flash away. Do a great setup there by Raylick and Yuki to at least get a summoner out of it. See some training going on in the top lane between Renekton and Sion. Not a whole lot going to be happening though, but Sion is a little low on mana. So Lyco should try to take advantage of this. And he will get the stun off and just try to poke down some damage, force Sion to back away. And we're seeing Rel trying to get the engage onto Raylick. Leona's going to engage. Damage going left to forward, trying to get that Rel down. Does end up falling, gets stunned by the gate though. Leona's at low health. Teleports coming in by Lyco, trying to catch that Skarner. Charm comes out, and it does connect. And Marietta will get the kill there, so that's 2 for 0. Marietta may be looking for that Cloud Drake. And they will start it up and should be able to secure it without too many problems. Meanwhile, Sion's going to get some free plating in the top lane, but Marietta has taken the lead up by about 1.4, 1.5k gold. So it just seems like in all 3 games so far, Marietta has done pretty well in the early game. But we're going to have to see how that late game goes. Marietta held it in game 1, but they were starting to slip a little bit. And in game 2, Grace was able to actually take the lead because of some of their late game champions. So if Marietta can get an early lead and try to win the game early, then they can probably take this. But if it goes to another 30 to 40 minute game like game 2, then the advantage is going to be with Grace. See a little bit of training going on in the top lane. Not a whole lot though. Well, Skarner's going to be working his way. I'd probably take the Scuttle Crab, maybe eyeing that Rift Herald. Let's see, maybe a possible engage onto the Vigar. The charm comes out, and Vigar actually has to flash away to dodge the charm. Gonna feel a little bit drowsy though, but not much follow-up with it. Meanwhile, pings are coming out. Grace is maybe looking for a possible team fight. Skarner is going to get caught, and the ulti is going to come out onto Raylick and get shut down. That's exactly what Grace needs. Now they just with that, they tied up the goal. Just with that one play right there, and taking the Rift Herald as well. So I'm sorry, it's not just the one play, but now we see Grace is going to be taking an early lead. Because now they're going to put some pressure in that mid tower. Not much Marietta can do about it. Marietta's looking for the re-engage. But they're not going to get much out of it. But Grace will take one more turret plate. But it still is... They're tied about 16.7, 16.8k gold each at 11 minutes in this game. That's not what Marietta needs. If the gold difference is even, then the advantage is going to be with Grace, just because of some of their late game champions. So a little bit more trading in the top lane. Top lane's just kind of doing their own thing at this point. Inferno Drake's going to be up in about 15 seconds, so I would expect the next team fight going to be in there. Gets the... Leona does get the stun, and Raylick is there to pop the ulti, and they do take down Misfortune. Rel will probably get away, but that's going to be Marietta's opportunity to go for the Infernal Drake. Vigar and Skarner are going to get spotted out. And the charm will connect with the Skarner. Gonna get slowed and rooted. Has to flash away. And Marietta's gonna start up that Infernal Drake. And Vigar is looking to make a play. Uses up the gate. Here comes Skarner though. Marietta does secure the Infernal Drake. Marietta's trying to poke down the Skarner, but they're just going to back away. Scion teleports right on top of the team, and Misfortune will use Blue Time, does catch Leona, and now Scion is going to catch Varus, so that's 2 down from the Pioneers. So they take the Infernal Drake, but they're going to lose 2 in the process. So that just kind of evens things out again, and what? And actually, no. Grace is going to take a small gold lead from that. And Grace is going to try to take down this turret. And Lyco is going to actually have to use his ulti just to stay alive. Tower does not fall though. It's barely hanging on by a thread, but it's still hanging. And now we're going to see Raylick was trying to steal the Raptors, gets punished though and caught for it. That's going to expand Grace's gold lead, but meanwhile, Mariette's going to look to try to push the mid tower themselves, get it to about half health. As the gate does come out, they have to respect that gate. All right, we're at 15 minutes into the game, and Grace is still ahead and goal by about, looks like maybe 800 gold. It's not a whole lot. And we're gonna see the engage onto Misfortune. Stun comes out. Teleport's gonna coming in though. Is sleeping on the job. Brimstone does pick him up and gets a double kill by taking out the Rel. So that's what Marietta needs to get back in the game. So now they're just slightly ahead now, but it's back and forth with that goal difference. But if Marietta can get those kind of picks, take Big Mike out of the game, then they may be able to take this series. We're going to see Renekton is going to flash in to try to catch the Vigar. Vigar is going to flash himself. So with, oh my goodness, so much is just going on and just losing track of what's happened. So I think a tower went down, a 1-for-1 kill. So Raylick and Vigar both end up falling in the process. But yeah, that was so much that happened there. Teleport went in. Art ulti's being used. Wow, that was just okay. And there goes the tower. So now they're tied up 2 towers apiece. Marietta's ahead by 500 gold. And Grace is going to go straight for that Rift Herald. Marietta has no vision around. In fact, if we see, Grace is doing a really good job with vision, having it deep into Marietta's blue side jungle. They will secure the Rift Herald. Okay, Ocean Drake is up in 20 seconds. But Marietta is getting things set up for the Ocean Drake. Meanwhile, Grace has backed out. They're going to be buying some items. Everyone's got their mythic items. Well, no, Maxi does not have her mythic item just yet. It looks like Marietta is looking for a possible pick as Grace is heading for the Drake. Isn't going to catch anyone, though. In fact, we're going to see Grace heading the other way to get to the jungle. Marietta has already started up the Ocean Drake at half health. Cyan's going to be charging in. The Charm comes out, does not actually connects 2 for Grace. Damage is going backline. Renekton's going to go down. Bullet Time's going to come out. Marietta is having to retreat with one of their guys down. And Grace is going to capture the Drake. But a lot have fallen asleep. So Marietta's going to get, well, try to get a pick, but they're going to end up going down and losing their support. So it's a 2-for-0 plus Drake for Grace. But now Rel's going to be charging in. Gets very low in health. Gets picked off by Raylick. Skarner's going to pop the ulti. Raylick's going to fall. And they're just going to go back and forth. But Varus there with the double kill. And he's not done yet. Trying to take down this Vigar and Scion. But they're going to back away. So that turned out to be a 3-for-3 plus Drake in favor of Grace. But with that, Marietta still has a 500 gold lead. But yeah, we do see that Renekton is going to get caught by Rel and Sign. Has to pop the ulti. The rest of Grace is falling through. And that's just lack of vision. Not having the wards there to be able to spot it. Trying to push up. Can't make mistakes like that. Ulti comes out for Leona. Does not quite connect. But Misfortune's going to get caught and sleeping. Does end up going down though. Yeah, it seems like Marietta is trying to do everything they can to shut down Big Mike. Because right now he's at 0, 5, and 8. So still scary with the 8 assists. But the fact that he hasn't been able to get any kills himself. In fact, most of the kills are with the Vigar. May give Marietta a little bit of an edge. Marietta's going to be working on that mid inner tower. And they will be able to secure that tower. So trying to expand their gold lead a little bit. Skarner will pop the Rift Herald in the mid lane. And just, I think he's just running out of time. So he just popped it when he could. So we'll see if there's any value from it. But Marietta should have enough time to respond to that Rift Herald. But the rest of Grace, with the exception of Vigar, is going to continue pushing that mid lane. The Rift Herald is going to be set for charge. Does get one charge off, though, before falling. Mariatta's going to be in that pixel brush, trying to see if they can catch anyone there. There is no vision at the Baron Pit for Grace. So they may be checking for it. Caution pings are coming out. They know they're at the pixel brush, so Marion is going to rotate around. So it looks like everyone's going to be backing out and just trying to buy some stuff. Ocean Drake is in less than 40 seconds, so I would expect everyone to converge over there. And we're seeing some trade going on here. Marietta's looking to try to poke some down. And Sion's going to be using the ult charge. He connects with 3 with the Wombone combo with the knockup. And Skarner is going to take down Yuki. Bull Time's going to be coming out. Damage left and right. Skarner's going to get the double kill. So 2 from Marietta has fallen. But Raylick has taken down Rail. So it is a 1 for 2. And Marietta is going to actually push back Grace. And a lot of this is because Brimstone was able to do damage in the back line, so Marietta's main damage dealer is still there. So they will secure the Ocean Drake. Everyone's getting back into lane there. Everyone's converging around the mid lane. And Grace may be looking for a possible engage onto Marietta. Rel's going to pop the ulti. Boltime's going to come out. Lilia is going to use the stopwatch to try to stay alive, but ends up getting shut down by Vigar. And now Grace is going to be trying to push in. Now that with the jungler down, they're going to go straight for the Baron. Because if Marietta doesn't have their jungler, then it's going to be kind of hard to steal the Baron buff. And we see Brimstone's going to get caught, but the Charm's going to come out and gives him a chance to get away. So great, this a huge stun there by Maxi to poke out the Skarner, forcing him to retreat. And that may prevent Grace from continuing the Baron. No, they're going to have to retreat at this point. So great job by Marietta to be able to stop that Baron buff, because that would have been huge if Grace were able to take it. We're at 26.5 minutes. Marietta is up by just less than 1,000 gold. Probably about maybe 600 gold, really. So this is very, very close. I mean, towers are somewhat even. Kills are even. So we're seeing it's just a matter of the CS differentials. Lyco's ahead in CS a little bit. Great is ahead. Brimstone is ahead. So that's what's giving him a chance to be ahead in this game. But we have a 6-1 and 4 Vigar. Let's take a look at his AP. It is at 383. So that can be very scary for... Sorry. Trying to get cameras working. Yeah, it can be very scary for Marietta. But they're still able to keep the Big Mike in check. He's now at 0-5-11. Still hasn't gotten a single kill at all in this game. Now we see Ocean Drake's going to be up in about 40 seconds. We see Grace is already in position. And Marietta's kind of like in a flank position. Just keep putting down wards by that pixel brush. While Lyco's in the back lines ready to engage. Just waiting for the call. Very tense moment here, folks. This could kind of decide who has the lead in going into the remainder of this game and pretty much the series, because this is it. Whoever wins this game wins the whole series. Gate does come out, and we're going to see Sion get the charge. Does connect with Leona. The charm's going to come out, though, and catch it before the knockup. Lily's going to be popping the hourglass to stay alive. Right, Lyco's in the back line trying to do damage on Terrell. He's going to end up falling to Big Mike. But we're going to see the root coming onto Big Mike. He's going to fall himself. So most of the damage is down. Seraphine is going to be able to get that kill. Meanwhile, Mary is going to get double roots onto Rel and Skarner. Lily gets the shutdown on it. And Brimstone's going to take down Rel. So that's 3 down. Vigar is going to go down, so it's a shutdown. So all that's left is Sion. So it's a 4-for-1. And Raylan's going to get the kill. So that is an... Okay, that is an official ace. That is exactly what Marietta needs. 5-for-1 plus Ocean Drake. And with that, Marietta takes a substantial lead. Now Mary's going to be working on getting some vision control back into their jungle. But with 4 ocean buffs, I'm sorry, 4 Drake buffs, 2 of them being ocean, a cloud, and infernal, that means Elder Drake's going to be up next. They'll be about 5 minutes away for that. Well, Grace is going to be working on trying to establish some vision themselves. And Maria's going to try to push that mid lane. But here comes Grace. Marietta is there reestablishing vision. But it's just kind of a tense poking back and forth. And Grace is trying to establish vision, rotate around the Baron Pit. They see Lyco and they want to try to catch him off. They're going to... Renekton's going to dash away, but he's going to get pulled in by the Skarner ulti. And he will end up following, so that's going to give Grace a huge advantage. Although Sion is going to get rooted in the process, so they will not be able to continue engaging. The Bears have to be careful. They are down a person. And and Grace is going to be starting up the Baron. The Baron's going to try to poke them down. It looks like Sion's going to actually catch Seraphine, and that's Grace's chance to get the engage. A huge stun there by Leona. Going to force Grace to fall back, but there's only 3 left of the Pioneers. But Brimstone putting out some huge damage. And it's actually going to be enough. 3 of the Pioneers is enough to push Grace off the Baron Pit. And looks like Lily's going to be popping the Hourglass again. Bullet Time comes out, but he's going to get shut down by Vigar. So here's the thing. I mean, Marietta is still in the lead, but Grace is getting these individual picks, and that's what's going to allow them to get back into the game. That gold lead is now reduced to a 2,000 gold lead, which isn't a whole lot at 33.5 minutes in this game. Now Marietta is just going to be kind of regrouping, rebuying, and everyone's back in the mid lane again. We see pinks coming up. Marietta's going to be rotating to the mid lane. Marietta's going to go back to reestablishing some vision by the Baron Pit. Grace wants to do the same thing. Everyone's all grouped up. It's just like one overextension, and that can cause everything to fall through. But here's what's going to be interesting. Elder Drake is up in less than a minute. So we may see a rotation, the fight over for the Elder Drake. Marietta would want that, considering that they have 4 buffs from the dragon. we're seeing Grace is wanting to get in engage. They are just looking for that opportunity. Now that Elder Drake is up in 10 seconds, Marietta's going to start rotating down. It just may be one of those, whoever gets the Elder Drake, well, if Grace gets it, they won't get a whole lot of benefit from it, but denying that Elder Drake from Marietta. And Sion's going to flash in, pops the ulti, misses everyone. Renekton's going to get into the back line, gets to get stunned in the process. Charm's going to come out, connecting. Bull Time's going to come out, takes down Renekton. And Marietta's going to try to continue to engage. Leona's going to have to flash out. But everyone from Grace is very low in health. Brimstone takes down Rel. Sion is going to go down. This passive is going to come out. So that's 2 for 1 in favor of Marietta, and they're going to go straight for the Elder Drake. Meanwhile, the rest of Grace, they have to go back to the fountain. They have to heal up. They burn a ton of summoners in the process. So this may be the break that Marietta needs. So now they got Elder Drake. So a 4-stack Elder Drake. That is very scary, folks. But it looks like they're going to go straight for the Baron. They're like, nah, we don't need to push the mid lane. Let's go take Baron buff. A 4-buff Elder Drake plus Baron. If they get this, that's going to be huge. And I don't think Grace can do anything about this. Hey, Skarner's taking Krugs. No one's over at the Baron picked. Grell's going to get spotted out. And Marietta has it. They got a 4-stack Elder Drake buff plus Baron buff. This isn't Super Saiyan mode, folks. This is Ultra Instinct. So now Marietta's going to back out, go by. If you're in Ultra Instinct mode, they need to go find a way to close out this game. They got a 5k gold lead. They got everything going for them at this point. So they need to be able to utilize the buffs. Marietta will split push in the bot and mid lane. Most of the Pioneers do a 4-1 push. Renekton does have his teleport if needed. Gate's going to get a stun onto Lily, but no follow-up with it. So now Marietta's going to be pushing tower. They get that inhibitor tower down. Now they're going to be working on that inhibitor. 2 towers are actually now down. Actually, maybe not. There's the inhibitor. Marietta's going to rotate over to the left side, bottom lane. They're going to take down that inhibitor tower. They got so many canyon minions following them. So there's 2 canyon minions there, like 3 more coming in the bot lane. It's going to be hard for Grace to respond to this. They are going to go for the engage, but Big Mike is already down. They've taken down the side, so that's 2 down already for Grace. And with 5 Baron and Power Canyon minions, they're going to just start whittling away at those Nexus towers. It's just melting. Rel's going to be going in, pops the ulti. Marietta's getting very low in health. 2 Zanyas are being used. Marietta gets in the back line. Vigar's going to go down. All that's left is Skarner. He's going to fall, and that is the ace. A double kill for Brimstone, and that is going to be game, set, and match for the Pioneers. Oh my goodness, folks. It took a Baron buff and 4-stack Elder Drake, but they were able to get away with the win. They were able to get the series. It took a lot of work, but congratulations to the Pioneers. All right, folks, so we're not done. You thought this is it? Oh no, folks. In 20 minutes, we have our College League of Legends match against Walbonsee Community College. I'm probably mispronouncing the name, and I apologize for it. So we're going to take a 20-minute break, and we're going to get set up for our next League of Legends match. So don't go away. You're watching Marietta College Esports.